Okay. Hello all. Let us see who will join us today. Hello, Miss Nikita. Hello, hi. Hi, Jihad. Hi, Miss Nancy. So let's wait for a second until we got some people. Hello. Hi, Miss Monica. Thank you a lot. I still learn. Hi, Miss Kwan. Hope everyone's good. So, hi, Miss Monica. I hope everything's good your side. Hi, Jihad. So, I think it's time to start. So, my name is Jaafar. I'm from Jordan and I'm 12 years old. I'm the founder of National Day Dance Jordan Initiative, which aims to contribute to the UN SDGs, better known as the Sustainable Development Goals, through reaching out for sustainable partnerships with companies, institutions, or individuals, in which we dedicate a day in the year to do a sustainable community service, each year on the same date. And of course, I'm a member at DFC Global Student Council, and I would like to thank DFC through this live for providing us with the opportunity as youth to share our opinion through this huge global network, to be an effective part in the society, to criticize the problems that we face each day, and to be the change we want to see in the world, as Mahatma Gandhi once said. Unfortunately, due to the coronavirus pandemic, we couldn't meet together physically. But because we are sustainable, we are responsible global citizens, we need to be we need to go with these procedures for the good of our planet and for humanity. But of course, I'm very happy to meet you all virtually, and to share our opinions and thoughts together. So I would like you all to drop in the comment box. Where are you from? What is your name? Which country are you from? What are your hobbies? And who are your role models? Thank you, Miss Kiran. Of course, he's a role model for all of us. Hi, Mom. So for me, I love learning about quantum mechanics and astrophysics. I'm a huge fan of soccer. I support Manchester City, and I dedicate a huge part of my time for reading and volunteering, as I believe that they are a must. And my role models are my parents, as I learn from them a lot of things every day, whether it was from determination or not giving up, innovation, creativity. I also consider Stephen Hawking as a model because he did not only contribute to the astrophysics, but he also was a role model for the world to follow our dreams and to never give up and not let obstacles control us. Of course, I learn from everyone. I try to learn their good traits and apply it to me. Hi. Hi, Appa. So let's see. I think our audience is not really energetic. We need to see energy, guys. Come on. Let's see. So let's see. So who are your role models and like what are your hobbies? And yeah, of course, like we all learn from each other every day, all the good traits, and try to apply it to ourselves. Thank you, Ms. Kiram. So, my hobby is to live life fully. Yes, of course, we need all to live our life the way we want, not the way some communities want, and not to be under this pressure and to follow our dreams. I also like and learn from Jack Ma. I consider him a great person as he failed in more than 9 times trying to apply to Harvard University. And he even tried to apply as an employee at KFC but was rejected, while all his 23 companions who applied were accepted and were not rejected. But the one thing he did is that he never gave up. He never underestimated his talents, his potentials, and he believed in himself. He maintained a high level of self-esteem. And now, after founding Alibaba and other companies, he's not the one who's seeking for the job, but people are seeking to work for him. And this is all because of his determination. So, in today's session, we're going to explore together our potentials and try to believe in ourselves and find the true meaning of I can through boosting up our self-confidence and self-esteem. So before we get into these traits we're going to discuss and tips, let us analyze the main factors in our control that can help either boost our self-confidence or decrease it. The first one is our socioeconomic status. By this, I don't mean like what background are you from, what financial background, but either the environment that is surrounding you, the people who are around you, as they can influence you either positively or negatively. So it is important to let these people who are positive, the closest to us, and they learn from them. We need to consider them as role models. For the second factor, it is our ideology and our perception towards failure, success, and opportunities. This perception would influence our decisions when we face setbacks or challenges. So people who are close-minded, meaning or fixed-minded, meaning who believe that success is inherited and you cannot, there is no time for practicing as it does not have any positive effect, would not succeed eventually in anything in their lives, as they would fall into the shallow bottoms, because you cannot judge something before you try it. And everyone of course would have a talent in a certain field, but if this talent remained untouched and undeveloped, it would remain a talent, and people who may not have it but have the determination to develop it may be better than you eventually. So it is always important to keep up and develop ourselves. So now, after we discussed these factors, let's get into these tips. So, and thank you, everybody, for your support. And yes, of course, I agree with you in all the points we are discussing. So, the first tip for today is believing in our ability to improve. This is crucial because, as we said previously, it determines our decision when we face setbacks or challenges. And throughout the process of improving and learning to gain this new skill, we would face failure. And yes, practice failure. This is the second tip. You may now be thinking that, so basically Jaafar is saying, I should practice failure. So for example, if I'm playing soccer, instead of scoring a goal and having this opportunity, I would miss it, so I would practice failure. Well, it's not exactly like that, but in our process to reaching our goal, we must surpass a failure or a challenge. So we need to learn from it and not stop there. Studies by psychologists show that people who experience more failure are more likely to develop skills other than other people who would that would help them reach success more easily. For example, cooperating together, finding new strategies, not giving up. All of these skills we gain it when we practice failure. The third tip, which I really like and believe in, is volunteer and help others. Volunteering is so crucial for the development of our communities. But not only that, it is important for our development as individuals. And this would also benefit our communities, as a community is made of various individuals that are coming together. So you may be now wondering, how does volunteering help raise my self-confidence and self-esteem? So when we volunteer, there is a series of hormones called the happiness trifecta that are released by our body. It has three main effects. It raises our happiness, our self-satisfaction, and self-esteem. Not only that, volunteering also helps us feel in our value as individuals. So for example, if I helped Ms. Kiran, I would feel that I have an impact after all, so the society needs me, and this would increase my self-confidence. And of course, usually the adults are the ones who guide us and the ones who help us, and I would like to thank everyone in my life who's helping me to develop and is supporting me. So for our fourth point, it's surround yourself with positive people and entrepreneurs. As discussed, we need to learn from these entrepreneurs' skills and to gain the experience that would enable us to develop a skill and feel with our self-confidence that I'm developing. I can do it eventually. So if I develop the skill, why can't I develop this? And I would raise my self-confidence. And these people also encourage us as they believe in our potentials. So when we face challenges, when we face setbacks, they would always be with us and helping us like our spine. Something, I feel that our audience needs to be more energetic. So let's go for our fifth point for today, which is physical exercise. Physical exercise is so crucial because other than producing the hormones that would help us release the negative energy, it would raise our self-esteem, like the happiness trifecta with volunteering. And us as humans, we always get influenced by our looks. So physical activity helps us, maintain our good looks and our good vibes. So we would always have higher self-confidence and self-esteem. And now for our fifth point, which is read more than watching TV. As a person, I like watching TV. Watching movies, series, nice things, and chilling instead of practicing physical activity. But we need always to balance things in our lives. And I think all of you agree. So we need also to read, as reading changes our ideology. And we said that one of the most important factors to raise our self-confidence is to have a better ideology and perception towards towards failure and success. So reading helps us to reach this and to improve our ideology. It also teaches us from others' mistakes, and it helps makes the journey to reach our goal easier, and with that we can explore more goals and let's say skills. Our seven tip for today is get out of your comfort zone. I saw your comment, Miss Kiran, that you said here the failure zone. It may have, they're all the same, of course, and whatever name you would like, failure zone or comfort zone, we need to get out of it so we can explore better our talents and develop it. Without it, we would stay lazy, we would stay negative, we would stay not feeling in our value as people and our contribution to this world. Our eighth point is stop comparing yourself to others. Comparing ourselves sometimes have its positive effect. So I like, for example, to develop myself. I see someone who has a skill I don't have, I see it, and I would think to myself, yeah, I would like to develop it, but not to the point that I see what people have, but while I don't see, I see the half full glass of people, and I see the half empty glass for me. So it's not a competition after all. We all have our differences. We all have our weaknesses. We all have our strengths. So it's good to learn from others, but at the same time, not make this something that would stop us or a weakness that may decrease from our productivity. And the ninth point is set attainable goals. For example, I'm a beginner or an amateur in basketball. So I won't just say that, yeah, in this month I would get into my school team and I would be the striker of the league or whatever. I need to set an attainable goal. So I would, for example, improve my shooting skills. As if I did not choose an attainable goal, I would feel with a decrease in my self-value. I would feel that I did not reach my goal. I would have depression that would have a negative effect on me. I would have my self-confidence lowered, and I would not develop any skills anymore, and it would be an endless cycle of negative effects. Yeah, so stretch yourself and not stress yourself. Very wise. Yes, and I agree with you, Mom. It's true. And it's not only from my experience, it's based on a lot of studies conducted, for example, by the University of California. Talking about this University of California, let us hop into our next tip, which is smell better. Yes, you'd be wondering, smelling better is very nice. A study conducted by the University of California divided a group of men into two groups. One group had better perfume, and the other group had, let's say, less quality perfumes. So they tested both groups, and Group A, which had better perfumes, were more productive, had high levels of self-confidence and self-esteem, had better relationships with their families and with their friends, and eventually they had more happiness that drove them the next day to be more productive, and etc. While the other, and vice versa, of course. So, which tip did you like the most, and what tips do you like to share with us today? Yeah, smell good always. But you know, Miss Nikita, what is my favorite smell? It is the smell of some cake with chocolate dripping. The best smell ever, and the smell of ice cream. Yeah, I remember in the Rome conference, I used to eat a lot of ice cream in Italy. So let's see, what are your favorite tips, and what tips do you like to share with us that we may not have said through this workshop? I loved all of them, but need to more regarding exercise. I exercise my mind, but I need to do more of my body. Yeah, yeah, that's very nice. I think in India the favorite sport is cricket, if I'm right. Always funny, mom. Yeah, this tip is one of my favorites too. It is my second favorite after smelling good and after the smell tip. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, it's very important. In fact, I have a book here. I don't know. Well, I couldn't find it, but it talks about getting out of our comfort zone. It has like its title is comfort zone with exclamation marks. So my question is, what are your favorite tips, and what tips do you like to share that we may not have interfered and mentioned throughout the session today? Hello. Oh, come on, we need more energy. Positive energy, and let's see. And one tip, Don't take success seriously and failure personally. Yeah. Yeah, that's rhyming. Smile always. Yes, of course. It's very important to raise our positive energy, and it was even proved scientifically. Okay, just do it. Yeah, Nike. Yes, we risk taking is something that is so important that we need to do, but of course it needs to be to a certain level. I love the research element that supports each point. Thank you. We need to live ourselves so we can give more. Yeah, of course, we need to live life the way we want so we can give more, as life is giving people sometimes and taking. It's such a relation. Always remember that this too shall pass. Yeah, definitely. And this works for the coronavirus pandemic. Yeah, smiling spreads positivity fast. Okay. Love, not live. Oh, okay, sorry, but it works both ways. Hello, hi. So I guess it's the end of our session today. I'm very happy that I shared with you some thoughts, and we had this interesting discussion. And be ready for the workshops within the D Festival of Change with the DFC. And we need always to believe in ourselves, and because we are eventually all heroes inside here, and we all need to believe in the power of I can, you can, and we can. Thank you all for joining us today, and for your support. Have a nice day. Thank you all.